Good morning, welcome to your EEE Department YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to discuss about nodal analysis method and super nodal analysis method. So, why these two methods we have? How to solve electric circuit by using a nodal and super nodal analysis method. In this video, we will see. See what is meant by node. What is meant by node here? Here we will see. A junction point in an electrical circuit is called a node. See, using this node analysis, is used to measure the voltage drop across the any element in the circuit. Either it may be resistor, inductor, capacitor. So we can also measure the voltage drop across combination of R, L, C also. Here, how to solve the problems, electric circuit problems based on nodal analysis method. The first step is we need to identify the nodes in a circuit. Nodes in a circuit. Then, so we need to write the KCL equations at each junction, that is each node. Then after solving the KCL equations, so we can identify the currents flowing in each resistor. Then we can find out the voltage drop across any element in a circuit. So node analysis, suppose if we have n number of nodes, we will get n minus 1 number of KCL equations. So that is the one important thing in nodal analysis. If we have 3 nodes in a circuit, so here we can see in the circuit 3 nodes are there, first, second, third. So node is common node for I1, R3, R5 and R4 also. That is called, we are taking as a reference or ground node for the circuit, right? How to write the KCL equations? See, here we can see the uh, uh, circuit. So here we have considered first node, second node and ground node. Here we are applying the KCL at node 1. So then we can write equation I1 is equal to I2 plus I3. So where we are writing at node 1. Similarly, according to Ohm's law, I2 how we can calculate? V1 minus V2 divided by R2. Current flowing in R2 resistor. Then current flowing in the R3 resistor, how we can find out? I3 is equal to V1 minus V0 by R3. So by combining this equation, these two I1 and I2, I2 and I3 equations, so we can get I1 equation. So that is the one equation. Next, one more equation we will get. Since the circuit is having 3 nodes, so we will have 2 nodal equations. So here at node 2, what are the equations we will get? I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to 0. So by writing the current equations and substituting equation at node 2, we will get this one. So by solving these equations, node 1 and node 2 equations, we can find out the voltages at nodes V1 and V2. Right. Next we will see the steps involved in the node analysis method. First step is identify all independent nodes wherever the current branches out and select a reference node. So we have to identify the nodes wherever the current branches are out and select a one reference node. The second step, write the nodal equations using KCL for all nodes except the reference node. So, KCL equations. So, three nodes we have in previous circuit, two nodal equations we have written. So, that is the one step in this nodal analysis method. And step 3, so what you have to do, we need to solve. Nodal equations are then solved to find nodal voltages and branch currents. So, these are the steps involved in nodal analysis. Now, we will see the now we will see the one more method in this concept, super nodal analysis. So, why it is required? Why we cannot solve the problems based on nodal analysis, and why super nodal analysis is required? Suppose the circuit is having only current sources, we can find out can solve the circuit by nodal analysis. The circuit is having both current and voltage sources, so we cannot solve the uh, circuit by nodal analysis. We need to use the super nodal analysis. That method we need to use. So, that is the one simple concept behind both nodal and super nodal analysis. So, see here, nodal equations method simplifies the analysis. The circuit has only current sources. The circuit is having only current sources. So, you can use nodal equation method, that is nodal analysis method. Suppose if it has a voltage source between two nodes, the voltage source between two nodes, then it will be difficult to directly apply the nodal analysis method. So, in case the voltage source has to be converted into current source, voltage source has to be converted into current source by source transformation technique. Suppose in case voltage source cannot convert into current source, so in certain cases we have to simplify by using super node. So, that is analysis is super node can be formed by combining the two nodes connecting by a voltage source. For example, consider the circuit shown in below figure. Inspection of the circuit reveals that there are totally 3 nodes including a ground node. So, here we can see circuit. This is a circuit. Here you see circuit is a voltage source is connected between nodes X and Y. So, here you can see in this circuit the voltage source is connected between X and Y. So, here this is a voltage source is connected. Hence, a super node can be formed by combining the nodes X and Y, writing the combined equations with the assumed current directions. So, here one more voltage also connected between Y and V3, and one more voltage source also connected between X and ground. So, like this, if the circuit having voltage source between two nodes, so we cannot solve by using nodal analysis. We need to go for super nodal analysis, right? So, here earlier we have seen mesh. So, mesh analysis we can use mesh or super mesh analysis. So, we can use and we can identify the loop currents loop current I1, I2 and etc. So, node analysis or nodal analysis. So, we can use to identify the voltages at nodes V1, V2 like that. Okay, right? So this is the differences between mesh and nodal analysis technique. So mesh or super mesh analysis is used to find out the loop currents. Nodal analysis is used to find out either nodal or super nodal analysis is used to find out the voltage at every node, right? So this is the technique we will use. So here we will see the uh, equation how we can write. Suppose if we are calculating the at x node volt x node, so we can write I1 plus I2 plus and I3, right? And I4. So these four currents calculate and so apply KCL at node X and find out, right? So you can also be right Vx minus V2 is equal to V2. So this is how we can solve the problems based on mesh and nodal and supernodal analysis. So in next video we will see the some problems based on nodal and supernodal analysis. Okay, thank you everyone.